Compton couple fed up with potholes tried to do something about it, but instead of a thank you, they're being ordered to stop. Fed up with potholes throughout their city, Compton residents started fixing the problem themselves. Now they're being ordered by the city to stop. Fox 7's Christina Gonzalez joins us live with the details. Christina.
Yeah, and you know, in neighborhood, this is a nice little neighborhood here. And the potholes, they go down the street. They start over here. They continue here. Let me get out of the way. Take a look at this thing. I mean, I can put my foot in here. And it goes on down the street. You can't blame the residents here for saying they're going to take care of the stuff themselves. But the city's saying they can't.
We were expecting more of a thank you.
You know, but instead of what?
And we got a cease and desist letter.
What Daisy and Alex De La Rose are calling the letter they got from the city of Compton asking them to stop doing this. Filling in potholes in their neighborhood. The couple has been raising money to fix what many city residents are complaining about.
We're kind of tired of, these potholes. They haven't been fixed.
How long have some of these potholes been?
They've been around. All they do, they have a crew to come just patch a couple up, but it's constantly still comes right back.
It's a problem. It's an ongoing problem.
They just issued a cease and desist on these people who were fixing the potholes. What do you think?
I think that's awful because they're actually doing something for the community. They're not doing anything bad.
The letter to the De Las Rosas says their actions, quote, pose a threat to public safety and the integrity of our city's infrastructure and threatens legal action if the couple continues. Are you going to stop?
I don't think so. We don't think so.
If you don't have the money to pay for workers, then you could have just said that, and then the community could have come together. There's beautification days. Why not a fill in potholes day, But instead of, they decided to try to stop us and keep us quiet.
Now, the city is saying, and we put their full statement on our website at foxla.com, that between COVID and then after COVID, they couldn't replace a lot of the workers in the city who did this kind of work. And the rains, they're backed up. People should just call them in. They'll get to them. But at 6 o'clock, I'm going to show you because we've been covering this for years. And there's a lot of people in the city who say this goes back beyond COVID and beyond that time. And that the problem has been an ongoing issue. So at 6 o'clock, you're going to hear from some of those people. And we'll show you some of our coverage. So you'll have to decide yourself. We'll see you at 6. I'm Christina Gonzalez in Compton. Back to you in the studio.
Christina, thank you. We'll see you then. New at 5. Coming up, the couple in Compton spending their own money to fill potholes hits a roadblock.
Welcome, everyone, to the Fox 11 News at 6 o'clock on this Wednesday night. I'm Marla Tejas.
I'm Alex Michelson. They have been complaining for years about the condition of Compton streets. Some fed-up residents started patching potholes themselves, and now the city has ordered them to stop or face legal action. Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez live in Compton with our top story tonight. Christina, at least they got the attention of the city.
For better or worse, I'm looking behind me because I'm trying to stay out of the way of cars trying to avoid the potholes. The entire city, the entire street, this is 166th Street, looks like this. And the city is saying, look, keep on reporting them, we'll get to them. And the people on this street are telling me they have been reporting them for several years. Take a look.
That's not fair for our cars, for the community. That's not fair.
Compton resident Alex De La Rosa describing the city's pothole situation and the officials' attempts to stop him and his wife, Daisy, from fixing the gaping holes in their neighborhood.
We got a cease and desist letter, a stop embarrassing us letter. That's practically what it was. Oh, they're doing this to them while they're helping their community? I don't think that's fair.
Blanca Camacho and David Garcia can identify. They remember 2019. When Fox 11 was doing stories on residents filling potholes so bad back then, even deputies were complaining on camera.
It does terrible damage to our patrol vehicles, and it's terrible for the citizens as well.
That's when David Garcia started a petition.
The petition was pretty much just saying, hey, you know what, we're kind of tired of, these potholes. He took the petition to City Hall.
Where Fox 11 covered meetings. This is ridiculous. And plans to tackle the problem. Some streets were fixed, but in their neighborhood?
It hasn't been worked on since
2 years ago with the petition.
So the potholes are still there.
The potholes are still there.
And on his street, the potholes we're looking at on this street are not from the last year. How long have some of these potholes been?
They've been around. All they do, they have a crew to come just patch a couple up, but it's constantly still comes right back.
And to be fair, there are streets that have been fixed in the last few years. The city's saying they're doing the best they can, but it's taking time. As to the De La Rosas, they say they're not going to stop. So we're going to have to keep our eye on this one. I'm Christina Gonzalez, live in Compton. Back to you in the studio.
The cease and desist letter, what does it say happens to them if they don't stop?
They don't specify, but they say that they could face legal action. And in essence, the city charter does say that a person who is not part of the city cannot take it upon themselves to start fixing streets. It's an issue not only of their safety, supposedly, but of how they're fixing the street, if they're doing it right. But what the residents are saying is if it's not being fixed at all, hey, we'll take a not perfect job rather than no job at all. So, but in terms of that, they could fine them, for example. I don't think they're going to take them off to jail, but I think fines, for example, things like that they could do.
Well, we can remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger did this last year in the city of Los Angeles, and folks were not happy about it at the city either. They felt embarrassed by that whole incident. So, you know, it got attention then. It's getting attention now. Let's hope we get the potholes actually filled. Christina, thank you so much.
That would be nice. People would be very happy.
Exactly.
Although I don't think that ended up being a real pothole.
That was part
a
of the
whole
issue.
other issue,
Yeah.
yeah. So taking a live look outside Santa